This is week 8 of the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden. My snap peas are starting to blossom. Kale's still going full force. I've picked some of the green onions. The regular onions are doing really well, except for this one again. Still, it just doesn't seem to want to take off. The snow peas are loaded. I picked these yesterday and they're already ready to be picked again today. It's ridiculous. The lettuce is still doing well. I did pull the one out and stick another one in there. And there's one there and that one there that I just tucked in. They're very shaded, but I think they'll do okay. As you can see, I'm starting to get ripe strawberries. That should be ready tomorrow or the next day. And there's a couple others and some over there too. Squash and zucchini is going gangbusters. We are going to pull some of those out today and transplant them into the Three Sisters garden. Okay, I picked a bunch of the basil to start drying for the winter. The comfrey is starting to come up from the roots. I got one in this pot and one in that pot that are coming up. The chamomile has bolted, but I'm hoping it'll go to seed and just drop some more, and then we'll have some more this season. Having a hard time keeping the parsley and cilantro watered enough, so I am going to have to find some place for it, maybe on the other side of the house. I keep cutting the cut and come again Asian greens, and they keep bolting. I've harvested a couple of these lettuces, put in another one that I had from my seedlings. I have harvested a ton of the sorrel, and it just keeps coming back. The thyme, it hasn't taken off enough for me to dry any yet, but I have been able to harvest some each week for using fresh. Carrots are coming up really well now. Still not as many as I had hoped for, but still old seeds, so you know. The marjoram doesn't really seem to be doing much. It has gotten a little bigger, but just not that much. This lettuce that I tucked in here is doing well. The calendula has blossomed. Oh my goodness, this is weeds. I have to make sure. Oh wait, no, that's not. Wait. That's leek. That's grass. Okay. That needs to come out. I'm not putting up with that. Okay, but yeah, the calendula has started to blossom, so I'm excited about that. The peppers are doing pretty well. Oh, there's a wild rabbit. Don't know if you can see it. Let's try to zoom. He lives under the blackberry bushes, and he comes out. Where'd it go? There it is. And he comes out to see us on occasion, and he's not too afraid of us. He's a little hesitant, but not too afraid. Okay, gotta unzoom now. The tomatoes are up to the second row. Almost all of these ones are. And I need to start weaving them, because I'm going to weave them in and out of the ropes as supports. So I need to make sure they grow up on this side of the rope. I have been getting blossoms. I've been picking them off because I want these to get a lot bigger before they start making fruit. It's okay, Bunny. I'm not going to hurt you. These ones are a little further behind the tomatoes, but they're growing. And the peppers, they're I don't know, they haven't really exploded with growth or anything, but they're doing okay. And over here, the fava beans have caught up to the anasazi beans and are just growing like crazy. Last week I think they were about 2 inches high, and now the biggest ones are a foot. The anasazi beans are doing pretty well. The watermelon is starting to shoot out. I tucked some lettuce in here. Let's see if I can get this to go this way. Oh, look, and there's a blossom down there. So the watermelon is doing really, really well. The kale is overwhelming, as you can see. But I'm really pleased with the watermelon. We're not really supposed to be able to grow it here. This is a 60-day variety, so hopefully we can. Those green beans are doing really well. These green beans are ridiculous. Now, these peppers over here have really taken off, and the only difference is that they get shade during probably from about 4 o'clock on. The peppers are supposed to be full sun lovers. I just don't know. I think I may have to thin out these green beans because they're kind of going nuts. These tomatoes are also doing very well. They've grown about 6 to 8 inches this week. No blossoms on these, so I don't have to pick them down. But look at my broccoli. Look at that. That's like 2-3 inches across in places. So I think another week I'm going to be starting to harvest some of these. The celery is doing great, as is the chard. I've picked some kohlrabi already. There might be another 1 or 2 ready very soon. I did find aphids last night, and I made up. Yeah, that one's going to be ready. Maybe tomorrow. That one is ready. I found some aphids last night, so I made up some. It's 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of organic dishwashing liquid, and 4 cloves of crushed up garlic. And you let it sit for 24 hours, and then you strain it and put it in a spray bottle, and then you spray it on your aphids. And because I don't want them destroying my cabbage or anything else that I worked so hard on. So as soon as that's ready, I'll be out here spraying that on the leaves. Hello, birdies. They want treats. They always want treats. So, over here, you can see the cauliflower. The bees. That big purple cauliflower, that's probably going to be ready in a week. There's all kinds of strawberries on moms. Nice big red ones. Very pretty. They'll have to be picked tonight. The birds decide to come get them. The bergamot is just, it got huge. We had to tie it up so it wouldn't sprawl over everything else. Most of the kohlrabis that were in here have been harvested now. And that's what's left of the kale that was over here. So, and the chard that I planted in here for Mom is doing pretty well. It's getting eaten on by probably slugs, but it's doing well, and her lettuce is still going good. So that's it for the raised bed garden. Week 8.